Energy inside of you that we're coming, don't you? You got to feel it that we're going to be there. You got to feel it when you get in that stadium. You better get in there early because time to kick off consumes. Baby, we're coming. Do you understand it? Do you feel that? Do you understand the intensity, the excitement, the adrenaline, the rush that I got right now that I can't wait till this thing kicks off because we are coming. Boulder, Colorado, you have no idea what you blessed me with, the opportunity that you've given me, and I feel like I owe you. So every day I'm going to work for you. I'm going to strain for you. I'm going to develop for you. I'm going to commit for you. I'm going to do the things that others wouldn't do. Baby, we're coming. So anybody ask you something about when is he coming back, you say, I don't know, but I know he's coming.
First, I appreciate all y'all boys, my DVs, defense as a whole. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all don't know how much y'all mean to me personally, man, how much I talk about y'all guys. And just go out here and leave it out on the line every day, man. Leave it out on the line every day from now on in your life, bro. Every practice, every meeting, everything. Because when you sit here in my spot, you can be able to live with yourself knowing that every day I came out, I did all I can do, or wherever the chips lay, they lay. And that's where I'm at right now. I've been emotional all week, for real, just because I know it's my last game with y'all boys and last game in college, so now I got to go into the real, you know what I'm saying, real world of things, how things really work on the biz. And I just keep telling myself, like, ever since I walked on camp at 18, I put it all on the line. So, I mean, whatever God blessed me to do after this, I mean, it's all up to him. I know I did everything I could do. So I feel like y'all should, everybody, that's a good feeling to have when you all done, you know, all you did, all you can do. So I just go hard, man. Let's put on for the more and finish our season out strong.
They feel like the closing of a chapter. With my kids, yeah, certainly. I don't think it's the closing. It's just different levels to this thing. Although I'm 100% sure that I'm not going to be their coach next year, I'm still going to have influence on their lives because I'm their father. So, you know, I play two roles in their lives. And just so happens when I'm on the field, I'm not dad, I'm coach. So off the field, that's when I become dad, so I'm still going to play those roles. I'm proud of them, man.
Colorado defense. They got different characters on this team, and that's why they are must-see TV. What's going on? What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing out there?
Good evening. Good evening. What's going on? What's going on, BWatts?
Nothing much. Thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Watching Sports Talk with BWatts, along with Raw Demand Media and Coach Dre. Colorado played their last regular season game against Oklahoma State. They went out there and bounced back from the loss against Kansas. Get y'all take on the Oklahoma State game, and we'll move on. Start off, Coach Dre.
We did what we played Colorado football. Those guys came out and played with passion like I thought they would. And you just went ahead and that's what you do to a team when they don't really want to play. You stomp them out. You make them understand that it's gonna be over. People can start packing it in if they want to. I think everybody got to play that was dressed. That's a plus. We just played Colorado football, and you got to be pleased with the way they bounced back. They could have hung their heads. They could have went into a downward spiral, but they didn't let that happen. They came out and played Colorado football, and so I was pleased looking at the videos now, seeing that that's what the defense was going for, trying to do something that they hadn't been done in years, and pitching a shutout, going out there and accomplishing that goal, even with the backup guys in, still completing that mission. So I was pleased with what I saw, except for the second quarter, with the way we went into a little lull there in the second quarter. But the first, third, and fourth quarter, we put together a full game, and I was pleased with what I saw.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a BTA. That's just that simple, man. We came out on a mission. We accomplished the mission that we set out to do. Is to go out and play for these 24 guys. As seniors. Last time playing at Folsom Field. So I think we went in and accomplished the goal that we set out and go and dominate. And it was a BTA, and it's just that simple.
When we look at the overall season, how you think it turned out for y'all? Y'all satisfied with the 9-3? I am. I mean, I predicted them to go 10-2. They were one off. That's college football, but I'm well pleased of how the way they performed, especially Shedeur, Travis, Gabriel, Scipio, created all them seniors, man. That they last home game. I think they gave me everything I expected them to do. That's all I can say on that. What about you, Coach?
Like you said, I'm pleased. I'm happy for them guys. I'm happy for Coach Prime. You looking at two brothers that's been here from the jump, and that's been consistently telling y'all just be patient, give Coach Prime time. He gonna figure this out. I told people that I seen this story wrote before. They just gonna change the names in the story. Some of the names stayed the same, but now we gonna write a new chapter. But when we did our prediction show, I was right at 9-3 or 10-2. I had us with 3 losses, so I was right around what I thought we would be at. Like I said, I'm pleased with those guys. I'm pleased with the defense and seeing what Coach Livingston could do, showing that Coach Prime picked the heck of a football coach. Coach Lowhost, Coach Sapp, D. Lewis, promoting Dancy, showing that heart, what he can do with them linebackers. Coach Halo that we added at the last minute. But yeah, there's nothing for nobody to hang their heads about. I know a lot of people wish we could be in the Big 12 championship, and I think we all wish that. But that's not what God saw fit for us to be in this year. He let these young men, these 24 seniors, lay the foundation. These 24 seniors lay the foundation. Something that you can build on, and that's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for, is to do what they did and build a foundation. Shedeur told you at his press conference, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that this is a super team. And I think that's what people. I told people that last year. All we had to do was get Shedeur and Travis and them to the NFL to make this major money. Even though Colorado got the money because, you know, people done told y'all that. But now you got people that's invested in Colorado who know what it is. And so, yeah, I'm pleased with these young men. But like I said, I'm more happy for Coach Prime silencing some of these haters, some of these naysayers, and knowing that we finna take over college football. It's no greater feeling than what we got going on at University of Colorado.
Honestly, man, we right on cue. Where I said I predicted 9-3 from the start. I predicted we was gonna have 3 losses. Now out of the 3 losses, the one of the 2 teams changed from out of the 3 losses, but we right on the head where I thought we was gonna be at. Just the trajectory of this team, what we brought in the off season. You knew that it was gonna be a special season, but the biggest thing was just to be patient with this season. Because once Shedeur is gone, and Shiloh and all the rest of these teams who set the culture for what's moving forward, it was going to be a difference. And so what you see is, the landscape of what this senior class built for going forward to help Coach Prime lay out the foundation and lay out a culture that means to be a Colorado Buffalo. So where we at right now, man, it was definitely a successful season for us. You can't, if anybody that's mad it's not a successful season, you're crazy. It is just it's what it is. There's some games that we could have did some things differently. But overall, if you upset about this season, you just need to go find stuff to do, because there's nothing that you should be upset about going from 1-11 to proving to 4-8 to now to 9-3 on a season with going to play a bowl game. I mean, to be honest, we accomplished the majority of all the goals we set, right? Actually, we accomplished all of them, right? They didn't promise us a playoff berth. They promised a bowl game. So when you're looking from that standpoint, what is this team under a promise? I mean, they under promise and over deliver in our eyes. So you gotta be just thankful for what you got. Thankful for these coaching staff. Thankful for the recruiting staff, the job that they did, because they don't get enough credit, right? We talk about the coach, forget about the people that helped this party get started, helped this train get on board. And that starts with the recruiting staff going in and watching countless number of film, whether it's high school, transfer portal, right? Walk-on kids, right? They went and did their homework to add people into this team. So when you look at this team overall, man, we in a good place. The trajectory of this team is going up, and we already getting from here. So, man, we had a hell of a season. And we won on the field and off the field, and that's the only thing that you can ask for, and to be put in a bunch of awards. So we're in a great spot.
That's a good take. Yeah, I'm proud of all the accomplishment Coach Prime has went out there and did. And like I talked to a couple of people earlier today, it was just like I said on my top 10 list, and which I have my top 10 show together tomorrow for everybody who's been asking about Rick George got to pay up. He's going to have to pay up. Like I said on my show 2 weeks ago, Monday, yeah, he's going to cost him $10 million per year for 10 years. And I talked to 2 people today. I had to confirm them. See, they was in negotiations today. And I think they were negotiations between, I think Rick George want to pay 8 or 5. So when I talked to Brian, Coach Brian stuck at that 10, and he's going to get that 10 if they want to keep it. And I stand on that. Rick George, listen, Rick George, you got to pay Coach Brian. You're going to have to pay him. Not because he needs the money. It's about respect. That's what you got to respect what he done because he done did everything he said he was going to do. His first 2 years so far. So I'm going to go on my Instagram. I'm going to blow that thing up tonight as soon as I get off. Thank y'all for the cash out. I see it again. I see you. Once again, everybody the other night. Appreciate y'all. Jill, appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Miss Diane, appreciate y'all. But Coach Ray, when you look at the season, sum it up in your take on Shedeur, the quarterback. And Rob, you take Travis.
What is there you can't say about this young man? He's been doubted because of his last name. If Shedeur Sanders was anybody else, I mean, he'd have been a 5-star coming out of high school. That's why he wasn't a 5-star. I want people to know he had every major offer in the country. Alabama, Georgia. And for a young man to love his daddy and to have the respect in this day and age with what's going on in the world with, black fathers and this, to go say, hey, I know I'm a D1 player, but I'm gonna go take my talent to a HBCU and build up that platform and build up those guys. Go down there, never lose a SWAC game, and then to hear you'll never be a first round draft pick. You're just an HBCU quarterback. That's why you went there, to come to Colorado and do what he's done at the University of Colorado. He should be a Heisman finalist. If he's not, there's something wrong. Already winning some award this past week. So there's nothing bad you can say about Shedeur Sanders. And then what he's doing in that community, showing up to people's school and brightening up kids' days and the stuff that nobody in national TV will talk about. Well, I'll talk about it because this guy deserves his flowers.
Talk about
it. Any NFL team that need a quarterback, if you're not talking about Shedeur Sanders, then I don't know what you're talking about, because not only is he going to bring what he's going to do for your franchise as a whole is going to be amazing, because he brings something that you can't teach. He has a high IQ. He already knows what he wants. He's established. He's really been living a pro lifestyle these last few years at the University of Colorado. But the biggest thing is he a great young man. Never had any trouble. You never heard about him getting into anything. And that's the biggest thing I want to praise about these young men, is that you never hear about them doing the wrong thing. They're always doing the right thing, and they're always working hard. And that's not going to change, because the mission ain't over yet. We got a lot more to do. But I'm just proud of what this young man has accomplished. And he said, if you go back and watch those first videos of them getting to Colorado the night after they won the SWAC championship, and him sitting there talking with his daddy, and his daddy looking at the awards and looking at the certain stuff, saying, hey, grown, we got to change this. We got to get your name up here, this, that, and the third. He's done everything. He's delivered on all of that and a lot more. So, yeah, he deserves everything he's getting. And if he ain't the first pick, he'll be the second. And the only reason he won't be the first pick, because it'll be Travis on him. So he deserves everything that he gets.
That's true.
Yeah. So when you look at Travis, man, when you look at Travis Hunter, what can you say, man? It's a generational talent, something that it's going to be rare to see for the next 10 or 15 years in college football. The things that he was able to do, both sides of the ball, and be able to play as many stops as him, and not to be in legal trouble, not to be, and to have the platform that he have and elevate it and signing stuff after games and things like that. Those things that won't go unnoticed when he leaves the University of Colorado. So the appreciation for Travis Hunter should be astronomical, right? Because that's the type of kid that in the past would never choose a school like Colorado or Jackson State or Coach Prime in that situation. They would go to a bigger school. But one thing that Travis Hunter did was he believed in the message that Coach Prime was delivering to him. He believed in the opportunity to be able to play both ways. He played for a guy who played both ways. He believed in just the overall message, the journey, the mission that he set out. And he said, man, my goal is to go win the Heisman. And Prime did everything he could to make sure that he went out and win the Heisman. And so it's just been a beautiful thing to see the marriage between Coach Travis and how that's blossomed to open the doors for other people. And so when you look at the University of Colorado and you look at Travis Hunter, when it's all said and done, I think his jersey will end up getting retired for the University of Colorado. But just the overall character of Travis Hunter, I think that's the piece that a lot of people miss. And how much that he was willing to give back, how much he was willing to sacrifice. But here's the biggest thing that I think people sleep on about Travis Hunter. One of the most important things that Travis Hunter said to you was, and a lot of people slept on this, I had to get rid of people out of my life for me to prosper, to move forward. And I'm going to say this again. Travis Hunter said, I gotta move people out of my life for me to prosper, because you got people begging for money and begging for this and begging for that. And those things that go unnoticed, because when situations happen, you know, how many kids are willing to sacrifice to put their life at a high rate, and you know that you have to lose some people. It might hurt some people's feelings, but you got to lose some people to move forward. And so those are the things, that the high character things that people missed about Travis Hunter this season, that you should go back and watch. You know, when he stepped foot on Jackson State to where he is now, and you'll see the growth of Travis Hunter from day one of walking in Jackson State to now. It's just been a hell of a thing, and and salute to Travis Hunter and what he's brought to the University of Colorado.
Good take, fella. Good facts. Good facts, y'all putting out. You watching Sports Talk with BWatts, along with Raw, the Man Media, and Coach Drake, right here by the digital airways of YouTube. Also, we're getting ready to talk about some of the seniors that have played that last home game. Also, we're gonna talk about what bowl we would like for Colorado to go, and we're gonna talk about some of the recruits that's coming up. All right, let's get back into it. Coach Drake, when you look at Cameron Simeon Craig, when you look at Shiloh, when you look at Block Bully, talk to me about their career so far in Colorado football program.
You're on mute.
Oh, when you talking about Silman Craig, you talking about everything that you want in a young man. The epitome of what it is to be slept on, to be told that it's not going to happen for you, and to know that people believe in you enough to where you came from Alabama to Texas to play high school football, only had a few scholarships, go to Jackson State, start as a freshman, as a sophomore, come to University of Colorado where people said, Prime just gonna give you a job. And that's not what happened. You earned your job, and when you got your spot, you never gave it back. And he's the epitome of a teammate. He's what you want. He's what see you looking for in football players. You put his name up there when you say, what am I looking for in a CU football player, along with Charlie Offerdall, you put Silman Craig up there. There's nothing more to say about him. He's a great young man, and I think he'll get drafted late or he'll make a free agent. As far as Shedeur Sanders, all this hate, all this negativity, a lot of y'all gonna eat a lot of words. This kid played at the University of South Carolina. He's another kid. The only reason coming out of high school he wasn't a 5-star was because he Deion Sanders' son. That's it. But he went to the University of South Carolina, SEC blue blood. He was on every special teams. He was playing. Again, he's another kid that I love my daddy so much. I love my daddy so much that I'll give up. I'll leave the Power 5 rankings. Go look at his first year at South Carolina. He was on every special teams and he was playing, especially those last 2 to 3 games. I'll leave the SEC to come to the HBCU realm. When he first got to Jackson State, there was no one better. This kid has fought through injuries. He's never cried. He's never made excuses. When he played bad, he told you he played bad. He didn't need y'all to get on here and try to knock him down. Shedeur Sanders is going to make a lot of noise in the NFL. He going to make a lot of people eat their words. And I'm so proud of his consistency and the way he kept getting back up when people tried to knock him down. You saw what it made. He knocked Ali Gordon in the next week this week. That kid is for real. And he's going to make a lot of people eat their words. And that's just what it is. Block bully, he's going to be the definition of the one technique in the NFL. You can't move him. He's another kid that was undersized. I know that's what people told him. Oh, you will never make it to college. His work ethic. And then when you listen to the young man talk to the team on senior night, you realize that this young man has it all together. And he's leading the way for his little brother. to make sure that his little brother gets to where he needs to go. And when you got a leader like him, you can't talk about nothing else but what I'm talking about is great young men. He's never had a problem. The only reason he left the University of Houston was to come to the University of Colorado so I could get this tutelage, so I could get myself better and make myself more available for the NFL. I know I can get myself in front of more scouts. What college can say that scouts was at every practice, every game? It ain't too many. It ain't too many. And so that helps these young men get the opportunity to play on Sundays. But and he's another kid that came in and laid a great foundation. He's gonna be truly missed at the University of Colorado. But I think we gonna find a way. He got his little brother there, and I think his little brother gonna keep that name going. So yeah, we're proud of that kid and what he's meant coming in just this year and making a big difference at the University of Colorado.
Good take. Rob, when you look at linebacker like Bentley, when you look at I want to say Preston Hodge, he is singing. When you look at Herman Smith, when you look at it's one more. I don't know if Tyler Brown. I think if Tyler Brown got one more year, or this it.
Yeah, he coming.
When
back.
you look at them guys, he coming back.
Tyler Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, he
when
coming
you look
back.
at
Yes, sir.
Okay, appreciate it. When you look at those rest of the seniors, Rob, what you see like LaJonte Webster, when you look at Will Shepherd, how did they perform this year for you, and what the future look good? How did the future look for them?
Oh man, listen, the plan was to come in here, execute a 1-year plan, right, to help you get to the league. But when they got here, they realized how much of family culture this really was. Most people slept on Colorado because they didn't understand the family culture, the business side of, what Coach Prime was bringing to the table and how he was going to help you, not just on the field, but off the field, how he was going to help you get endorsement deals, how he was going to help you get NIL deals. And so you look like a kid Webster, you look at a kid like Will Shepherd, they went and bet on themselves. You look at Khalil Benson, they went and betted on themselves, right? They didn't have to come hurt. They could have did anything else they wanted to do. But when you came here, you actually sat down. The success rate of kids sitting down in Boulder, Colorado, with Coach Prime is pretty damn high. And so did everybody live up to expectations? Some of them will tell you no. But what they did do is they got the necessary pieces they need in life to understand how to be a man, to how to understand how to grow and prosper into the outer world and not just football. Understand it ain't always about what you know, but who you know and how they can help you get to a further piece. And we got some kids that seniors that's coming back that didn't walk. So what Coach Prime has done, especially like a kid like Herman Smith. Let me get back to Herman Smith, right? You look at a kid like Herman Smith who started at Jackson State and then transferred and went to a different college to come back and play at the University of Colorado. Did he play the reps that he wanted to play on defense? He didn't. But that kid went out there and busted his tail on special teams every time he got a moment to come into the game. And when he did get his moments on defense, he was out there, hitting. So the person that I wish, that could have physically been out there more is a kid like Travis J. in his character and where he come from, what he stand for from Florida. In a small little a small little town in Florida that nobody really know where it's at unless you're from Florida. He was healthy enough to give the capabilities of what he could have on the football field. And so, and I go with another person, B. Gant, another kid. They transferred from Florida State. It's some character kids in this senior room that barring injury stopped them from really going out there and contribute. But you know what? They stayed with the course. They stayed tied in with this team. They understood, hey, my time might be up here, but I'm going to do everything I can to get back to this program and the knowledge and the wisdom into the younger kids that's here and to teach them through the ropes of what to do and how to help things grow. And what they're going to learn out of that situation is how Coach Prime is going to help them in life outside of football and help them whatever journey they're trying to go on, whether that's the XFL or whether that's, the Canada League. He's going to do something to prosper to help them to pay back something to them. But like Coach Prime always say, you got to give something to get something. If something. I need something. And so what this senior class has done is they given a lot of foundation to the University of Colorado. And that foundational piece allowed Colorado to help them to recruit. Now Coach Prime is going to help them, and that's the giving part. It's help them get to wherever they're trying to go. What job title might be, whatever the succession might be, whatever that plan that they're trying to execute right now, it's bigger than football and it's deeper. And that's what you love about this senior class. Because I could go on each individual person and how they impact the University of Colorado, but it's a lot of kids that's on here that didn't have the impact that they wanted that's in the senior class and wish they had one more year to give it all. But, you know, some things just led to them not having to be able to play. But we here. Man, we just appreciate the seniors and the foundation that they built to change the University of Colorado. Because when they got here, there wasn't no culture, there wasn't no expectation, there wasn't nothing. And they leaving her better place.
Good take, fella. Miss D, I appreciate that. Appreciate what you did the other day. Appreciate you. All right. Coach Ray, I can't let you leave. We can't get off this subject before we move on, before I let you talk about your boy. He from State of Florida, that's Jimmy Horn. And Rob, you take the punter, Mark. That's the name. I think that's the name. Y'all know I mess up a name now. Before we move on to the next topic.
That's my guy. I wish,
my dog.
you know, if we could just be healthy, we could have just been healthy. We started off North Dakota State game. I said, boy, college football in trouble. And you saw the impact of Jimmy Horn and what he could do. But if you ask Jimmy, when I sat there and watched him talk at senior dinner, when he let all the seniors talk, he didn't talk to those kids about football. He talked to them about a plan, about having a plan for after this and what we can do after this. Football is all we know, but we got to have a plan for after this. For him to get Coach Prime to walk him out Saturday was amazing. The kid has been through a lot. The kid has been through a lot. I'm so proud of his resilience. He never let you see him down. And that's just the resilience of what I tell you, man. Only when it's dark can you see the stars. You know, I continuously tell him that only when it's dark can you see the stars. And he's a star. We gonna make it. Don't nobody doubt that he gonna make it. Prime, he pushing, that's what he want. Because he want to be able to make sure his daddy's okay when he get out, and things of that nature. So we gonna make it. I promise y'all, we gonna make it. We'll probably play a little bit in the bowl game. Get ready for the East-West Shrine game. Get to meet the scouts and meet with some coaches and things of that nature. But our biggest thing is we'll be able to play on special teams. Punt return, kick return, and stuff like that. The same thing with like our homeboy last year. But hey, man, you know them Florida boys. The same thing like he said with Travis J. We get it out the mud, and we always tell people we just trying to get the mud off us. We just trying to wash the mud off. We just trying to get clean. We trying to take everybody with us, and so. He's just trying to make it. He's just trying to make it right. So I'm just glad that Coach Prime there to guide him, to help him, and to understand. Because some coaches probably would have tried to make Jimmy go out there and play. They probably would have really tried to make Jimmy go out there and play. But Coach Prime knew the bigger goal. He know this kid has a future, and I'm not gonna sacrifice this kid's future for the betterment of me. And that's what you gotta respect. But like I told you, we gonna make it. We gonna make it. Believe you me, we gonna make it. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, listen, hey, man, listen. Jimmy, you know how we rocking. You know, that's our brother. Man, just get healthy, bro. That's all we waiting on, man. You get healthy. We know what you can do. We know how you can rock, man. Man, you know, we looking forward to, man, what you got coming up next. But as far as it goes to the punter, Mark Vesett, we definitely gonna have to go into the portal and get a punter. But Mark Vesett, what he brought to University of Colorado, he came in, he brought, ability to kick the ball, to give us great field position and flip the field for us a lot of times. And so those type of things, when you talk about the teams, it could be a strong impact in you winning or losing a game. Can your punter flip the field for you? And Mark Vessel is one of those guys that can flip the field for us. So he's going to be truly missed. We are going to the portal and get a punter. But coming from, not being in the United States born and coming over here to Colorado, that's a long way. And, you have to bet on yourself. And, he created a lane for himself. Whether that leads to him having an NFL career or, a career professionally, it's still to see. I truly think he will have a professional career of some sorts of punting the football, but we'll see. But just what he's done and what Coach Prime has done for these kids, to give them opportunity to be able to play at the next level, no matter what position you're in, is the thing that that you love. So appreciate you, mate, and everything that you've done for University of Colorado these last 4 years.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get drafted too, Rob. I'm supposed to
I
talk.
think he'll be undrafted. I don't think he's gonna get drafted. I think he'll be undrafted.
Okay, all right. I believe he's gonna get drafted. But talk with Nick. Well, I ain't gonna call him name. Nick. I talked to my sources. They said they already got a kicker and they got a punter. It's just a matter of time whenever they want to roll it out. So that's what they told me on that. So that's a good thing to have. All right, let's move on to the bowl. Which bowl? Colorado gonna be going to. Everybody keep telling me it's gonna be the Alamo Bowl, and when I did my little research on it, well, they're paying a lot of money. It's gonna be hard to try and turn that down. He might not want to go to it. Boy, that's about the man. Let's see. I had it some. Let's see. Nobody think I'm lying to him. So let me show y'all a little something that I found.
We want the Holiday Bowl. We want the Holiday Bowl. We want to go play somebody else that's not in our conference.
I know what we want. That ain't what Rick George when I heard. They say they got to feed them boys. Man, this what's called bowl. This bowl, I pay $8 million, bro. They ain't gonna turn that down. Right there in Texas.
All right, listen. Everybody want Coach Prime. Everybody want Coach Money. We'll talk.
Man, them other bowls ain't paying for $4 million, $2 million. I don't look that up. According to the recent information, the Alamo Bowl typically pays each participating team around $8.8 million combined. I ain't finna turn that down, bro.
See that word typically?
They gonna be at that bowl.
Hey, BWatts, you see that keyword typically pays? We talking about Coach Prime. You gonna pay for Colorado to come there. I don't care what bowl you in. You gonna pay to get them there. Now the other team might have to take a little less, but we gonna get ours.
The total payout for both teams paying in the Alamo use it. Man, you got to be in the playoff to get more than that. Yeah, you just gonna have to. Yeah, I just don't see. But go ahead, Coach Drake. I'll let you talk and get yours off.
I mean,
ain't no right or wrong answer, bro. Everybody just give their opinion.
It don't matter to me. I just want to play a decent team.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I just, you know what I'm saying, that's my biggest thing. I just want to play somebody decent. I want to, and it's more for me. It's more about the extra practices to get some of these guys ready. We'll be able to get these freshmen in, these early enrollees. We'll be able to get them in and get them prepared a little bit to the system and what's going to be going on. So that's my biggest thing. Like I say, it's going to be about the money. It's going to always be about the money. So whatever going to pay us the most, whatever going to bring us the most money, I'm with that. We know to see you. We know to see you faithful going. We know to see you faithful going do their thing. They gonna show up and do their thing for real. We don't need the money. So please don't need the money. Don't need the money. We want it. We ain't turning down no money now. Don't get us wrong. We definitely ain't turning down no money, but we don't need it. But whatever we go, I'm with it. If it's the Alamo, if it's the Holiday, or if it's some other bowl, I just think the biggest thing is I think they want to see Coach Prime against another big time school. So you talking about maybe an SEC
Right.
school that don't get into the playoffs, like a Texas A&M, like an Ole Miss. I wouldn't mind playing Syracuse. I know people are throwing out the University of Miami, stuff like that. I mean, it's something that people gonna want to see, something that, and that's what TV want. Whoever got that game, the Holiday Bowl or the Alamo Bowl, whatever network has that game, it's gonna be about the money that they can get. So that's the biggest thing for me. So whatever is good for them kids, and I want the kids to have a great experience because they got to be there for a week. And it's a lot of taxing stuff on, especially your stars. Like them guys got to go to children's hospitals. They got to do a whole lot of stuff. So I just want them to be somewhere where they can enjoy themselves. Our last game together, last game for with Prime and his kids, and these great seniors that we got. So wherever we go, I just want it to be fun. I want it to be a place where these kids can enjoy themselves for that week. So to me, it don't matter, Coach BWatts.
All right, BWatts. So here's my question to you right here. How much you say the Holiday Bowl pay?
When I looked at the Holiday Bowl and I talked to Brian said they don't play about $3 million.
Okay. So just say for instance we were in the playoffs, right? For that 8 years. What I'm saying, just hear me out. If we was going to the playoffs, yeah, they're gonna pay us $4 million, right? And if the Holiday Bowl pays us $4 million, did we really lose anything? And we're gonna play somebody that's not in the Big 10, I mean the Big 12. Because that's the whole logic behind it is we go to Alamo Bowl, then we gotta play somebody from the Big 12. Because we're considered as a Pac-12 team.
When they was saying to me that he signed the contract because we still in the Pac-10. They was playing to me. You got to go there.
Right. But at the same time, we still have the option to go to the Holiday Bowl.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to go to that bowl because it ain't for the Pac-10 and the Big 12. He got to go where we don't sign the contract with last year.
We can't go to the Holiday Bowl. That's what we can't go to the Holiday Bowl. Now we can't go to that bowl, but there is an agreement on the table that we do have to, because we got screwed in the Pac-12 to finish off this contract for the next 2 years, that we can go there. But when you look at it and you talk about the Holiday Bowl will probably end up paying us more than we play in a playoff game, which is going to pay us $4 million. So in reality, if we used to go to the Holiday Bowl, we're not losing any money, and we playing a team from the ACC versus playing somebody from the Big 12. That's the biggest difference. And so for me, I really don't care what bowl we go to. I'm gonna be there, but I'm just saying in a sense of when you talk about it's about the money, make it make sense, because when you think about if we go to a playoff game, we're gonna take $4 million, and then this bowl is gonna still pay us $4 million. We ain't losing. We're just playing different opponents. That's it. And we'll probably be in a better city location. That's the difference. Because the Alamo Bowl, do you want to go play in Texas, or would you rather go play in San Diego, nice weather, things like that, and family can come out and enjoy your fans? So I know what Prime trying to do. Prime want to go to a location where it's feasible for all the fans to travel to, or like a Las Vegas Bowl, or somewhere where all the fans can come to it and have fun and enjoy and things like that. So I wouldn't mind us going to Las Vegas Bowl, the Holiday Bowl. Anywhere it go, we're gonna end up breaking even or coming out ahead if we don't play the Alamo Bowl. Because it's like us playing in the playoffs. Because the playoff money for one game is going $4 million. So we're gonna pretty either break even or come out ahead, regardless. That's how I look at it.
Coach Ray, you got anything on that before I move on, bro?
No, bro, that's good. Like I told you, I don't care. I'm just glad we got another game.
Yeah.
I don't care where we play at.
Right. Yeah, I'm saying I'm with you on that. I'm gonna try my best to go wherever they go. Get a chance to see Shedeur play one last time in college. All right, guys. Let's talk about this recruiting. Man, Coach Prime. I don't know too much about these players. Y'all might know much about them. I got to do a little research this week while I go back to work Wednesday. So, got a 4-star what's his name? Edge, London Merritt. He from Atlanta, Georgia. That didn't play him on our news at all, so I don't know too much about him. But
That's because he went to
he
IMG.
first committed to Ohio State, and but he's from Atlanta. What I'm saying, he had committed to Ohio State first, and they flipped him. And Coach Prime got a 4-star edge in London Merritt. Coach Drake, tell us what you know about him, bro. I don't know too much about these guys.
He a dog. He a real dog. He what you looking for. Height, size, and everything. He a dog. He done come down here and drunk some of this Florida water. He ready. But them guys that come from IMG, come from IMG, they built for this. They built to go into college to be ready. That's what it's for. IMG is a precursor to college. And this go out to all the people who told us that we couldn't recruit with the big boys. Prime would never get a kid to flip from a major college. Y'all just gonna get 3 stars and maybe some weak 2 stars. That's for all y'all who said that. But this kid is for real. He come from a great home. Like I said, he from up your way in Georgia. They sent him down here to get him because they felt like the kid was ready. And that also that has him a little more ready for college because he hasn't been living with his parents. He's been living here down here in Bradenton, Florida, away from his parents, living on, having to get himself up and get himself ready to class, get himself to practice. So he's already accustomed to the college way of life. You get what I'm saying? But on the football field, he what you looking for.
Yeah.
Quick, strong. He gonna get in here and get in. He gonna be an early enrollee. He gonna get in this Coach Mo program, get bigger, faster, stronger. He couldn't be blocked. BWatts. People don't know it, but one of the coaches that coached with me last year, he took a job down there at IMG, and he's one of the first. That's one of the first. He said, "Coach, this guy can't be blocked." So I know that this kid is gonna come in. You get with Dancy, you get with Lewis, you get with Warren Sapp. This kid could be amazing. So to get that kid to flip from Ohio State, and when people said Prime would never be able to do that, that was big. That was big.
Hey, Coach Ray, before Raw go, you think Big George and George Singh had a lot to do with that? Him and Cash Cleveland, they helped him get him in there. You think so?
Sometimes I tell people all the time, everybody want to talk, but sometimes you got to sit back and listen and watch. When Coach Prime, when Big George got there last year, when he came in mid-season, I knew something had to be, something had to be going on with IMG because he was down there, IMG, coaching the offensive line, getting those guys right. So he coached all the offensive linemen that's coming from IMG. Big Greg coached him. Cash Cleveland.
Oh, he did?
Big C.
Okay.
So he coached. He was the offensive line coach for all of them until last season. So he didn't coach Cash and Seton their last little bit of their senior season, but he coached all of those guys. So that's also another comforting factor.
Man, I didn't know that.
Man. Yeah, and that's why I say sometimes people don't look at it like the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Coach George there. So when those guys get there and they see Coach George, their parents know Coach George. You got Cash Cleveland there. You got Big C in there. And now we talking about 4 of us that's been playing together. We gonna all go there. So now we comfortable. We feel more relaxed. We feel it's easy to get us to get acclimated. And so I think Big George is a great leader of men. And everybody that you hear talk about Big George, they have great things to say. So I expect more kids from that IMG pipeline because that's just what it is.
Okay, man. Appreciate that, man. I didn't know that Big George did over there. I thought he just was on the staff. I didn't know he played no major role over there.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, man. Let me hit this butt up over there. LinkedIn. Go ahead, Rob. My bad.
Oh no, I was gonna let Dre finish off for IMG because he ain't the only one. I was gonna let him finish off the whole thing. Let him ride with it. That's his territory down there.
All right, Coach Dre, we got another guy that they went and got him. Alex McPherson. He's from the state of Florida, 6'4", 250 pounds. He first committed to Oklahoma State. And man, I watched some tapes on him. This boy got a first step out this world, man. They talking about they rank this dude as a what, 3-star. I said, ain't nowhere in the world, man. This dude no 3-star the way he moves. Dude got that blonde hair, remind you of what's called.
But
I said, no, man, this dude here might, boy, you don't watch it, he might get in that star lineup, man.
And he's only a 3-star because they get tired of giving IMG kids 4 and 5 stars. But he's everything.
Coach Ray, I watched the footage on this dude. This dude, boy, I said, man, the way he moved. Then I heard him, Shannon Sharp, the interview said, what position are you comfortable with? He said he's comfortable with the defensive tackle, but they got him listed as an end rush. That let you know, boy.
He an edge rusher. If you put a little more weight on him, he could play. He could be like a McNeil at the tackle spot. But he everything you're looking for. He's a Bosa type of kid. He put me in the mind of the Bosa brother.
Yeah, there you go, Bosa. Exactly.
That's what that's the mindset. He quick. He got great hands, like you say. He's got a heck of a first step. I ain't seen a quicker first step from a defensive end in a good little while. He physical, and he looking to come and play. He not looking to come around. I'm telling you, he bringing his lunch pail every day. So that was a big pickup for me. I thought he was locked in with Oklahoma State. A lot of people felt like he wasn't going to be able to flip him, but for Coach Prime to get him to come in, again, that has a lot to do with Dancy Lewis and Sap. A lot to do with those guys. He said it in his interview. To be able to be coached by those guys is a big thing. And then I told y'all we got Michael Jackson up there on the recruiting staff. All the recruiting staff is great. I love all them guys, but I just know down here in Florida, Riz Michael Jackson. And so
okay,
Michael Jackson put in the call, and you got when Riz called, you got to answer. So yeah, he that guy though. He another guy gonna get there early and be able to get that work in.
All right, Roy, you got anything on there?
Backup. He was on the other. He wasn't his backup. He was on the other side of London Mary.
Oh, he's on IMG too? He was on IMG?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay then.
That's why I said that's
if you're tuning in, Big John, hit me up, bro. Hit the link.
That's why I said I was gonna let him. Go ahead,
Big John. Go over there on LinkedIn. All you got to do is come on in the YouTube chat. I'll drop a link for you to come up and talk about your boys, bro. This is a safe space, Big George. Go ahead, Rob.
No, I'm saying that's why I was letting Coach Dre handle that one because I mean that's down there his neck of the woods now. So I had to let him go ahead and get that one off.
All right, here we go right here. Cordell Smith, 4-star from Mobile, Alabama. Offensive lineman, right tackle. And they were talking, this dude he a plug and play guy. At first, he went from Auburn to USC, and Coach Prime and his staff don't flip this dude. Now, I ain't got the measurement on him, but when I saw him on nightcap, he's a big old boy. And like he's pretty small. He got his head together, too. Go ahead, y'all talk about him. Y'all, if anybody know anything.
Y'all, if y'all noticed, he started at Auburn, he went to USC, and then he came to Colorado. He was following Juju. Him and Juju have a relationship. They've had a relationship since they were younger, and that's what it all boils down to is he wants to protect his brother. He wants to be there with him. So when Juju committed, I was pretty sure he was gonna flip and come on this way. He's the next Seton. He gonna have to earn it. He gonna have to earn it. But he's a guy that if he comes in here and do what we think he's capable of doing, you got your tackles for the next 2 years,
3
3
years.
years.
Yeah.
And you got your center for your next 3 years, and you got your center for the next 3 years. And that's a heck of a line to go out there and play with every week. And he told you what he want to do in the Shannon Sharp commercial, Shannon Sharp interview. He told you, I want to be a freshman All-American. And George Seaton gonna lead the way. Him and Cass, they gonna lead the way for these boys. And we got a great coach and Coach Lohos. He got real close with Coach Lohos. Coach Lohos is a secret weapon for them offensive linemen. When you get in there, you talk to Phil talk to you, with that gentle giant type of talk, but they understand when we get out here on this field, I'm a dog. I'm gonna push you to your limits. And coach, and that's the biggest thing for I think that's one of the greatest pickups that people like Coach Lohos is that guy. And so to get this guy to come in here, to go with this great recruiting class that we got, and he's that guy. No ifs, ands, and buts. But like I say, wherever Juju was going, this is where this guy pretty much was going. So
Boss man, what's happening, man?
Sure that we was gonna get this guy as well.
Right. Now,
Boss man, Smitty.
When you mentioned Phil Loho, I hope you don't know. I hope Coach Prime offer him another contract, man. I'm hoping that. I really am. Last one that I got.
Lohos ain't going nowhere. Lohos ain't going nowhere.
I hope Coach Prime offer him a contract.
Lohos ain't going nowhere.
Really do. All right. Yeah, when you look at this guy right here, Gibson, wide receiver that committed. Y'all got anything on here? I know one thing. This bad boy fast as I don't know what.
I got this one.
Go ahead, Rob.
He the next Jimmy Horn. Go ahead, Rob.
He's a Jimmy Horn / LaJonte Wester 2-in-1. That's what he is. He electrifying in open space. If you give him a little smaller gap to get through their house, he can score from anywhere on the field. Whether it's punt return, kick return, wide receiver, wildcat. If you get him the ball in space, he can score from anywhere on the field. And this is a kid that was highly under-recruited. He is one of the best receivers in Texas, hands down. I don't care what you talk about. If you go watch this, if you play in person, it's different. So what we getting is we gotta. This is a jewel that we just stole. All right, this is a pearl jewel that we just stole. That a lot of people did not have their eyes on him. His recruitment picked up late. It wasn't him just not. It's just people just starting to realize the capabilities. And when everybody seen him do it against DeSoto, which is one of the best teams in Texas, and he arguably beat them by himself, that was all you need to know. When he scored 4 tutties on them against DeSoto, it was a wrap from there. And so we got some pipeline into DeSoto, so that's how we know what it is. So, but when you looked at what Quentin can do, man, he gives you an opportunity to flip the field from any part of the field. So you just got to get the ball in his hands. That's the best thing. When he comes in, man, first thing you got to do, man, put some weight on. Just put some weight on, and everything else will take care of itself. But man, he's a Jimmy Horn / LaJonte Wester 2-in-1 combo. That's how I see him.
Got anything, Coach Ray?
Hey, he said it all. He the next guy in that slot. He's a guy who gonna come in and I think he a guy who we gonna definitely see on those special teams right off the bat. He'll be a kickoff return, punt returner right off the bat. I just think that's what he is. That's no disrespect to nobody we got on our team. That kid is just amazing. Like I say, when you go up against DeSoto, you put up 4 touchdowns. If you guys haven't, you go look. He got his highlight tape out. Hey, he makes some unbelievable catches. He is what you're looking for. And Chad, when he was on the interview, Chad was talking trash.
Say that back.
And he told him a couple. Chad was talking trash to him, and he didn't back down. So I know he got that in him. He got that competitive spirit, and that's what we.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he didn't back down. He was talking that trash.
We want guys to come here. We want people that want to come in here and compete. And that's all I know.
Yeah.
We want guys that want to come in here and compete. We ain't trying to hand nothing.
Where you from?
He from
Y'all where you from?
he from
Go ahead.
He from Texas.
He from Texas. Okay. He from Dallas. Okay. Boy. Yeah, okay. Boy, he was on that talking track. I said, that dude, he might be talking about that track he talking.
Hey, BWatts, he got 30 touchdowns on the season, and that was before he played his last playoff game. He got 30 of them.
Man, that's good. That's good to know, that man. That's good to know.
In one season,
but I got my
in one season as a wide receiver.
Yeah, okay, but I'm gonna serve notice on him. I'm glad he bringing that kind of fire now, because there's a Georgia boy by the name Cam Michael. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say, Coach Dre. While you sitting there turning your head to the side, Georgia boy. Yeah, we get it out the mud too. We get ready to take over. No, don't laugh. Hell no, this ain't time to laugh.
Hey, listen, there's no doubt. There's no doubt that it's a lot of Georgia boys over there because Pastor E. Dewey Smith keep bringing them boys up there.
Don't get them. You go get them.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see Cam McHale because of the simple fact is I think he would have been out there just like Draylon Miller would have been out there this year if he wouldn't have had to have those surgeries and things like that. So I just want the kid to get healthy so he can be what people think what everybody say he is. From what I saw from his highlight tapes in high school, he was that guy. So to go with this guy Quentin, to go with hey, listen, the other guys we got coming to play receiver, hey, boy, that room is gonna be just restocked. It's gonna be a nice room there.
It sure is. From what I hear, I heard they trying to get 4 more. I said 4 more, but not from the transfer portal. But give me an update on Michael Carroll. Are they still after him? Well, they will be really nice. I think he's committed to Alabama, your offensive line.
We'll just see what we'll see. We'll just see what Wednesday bring. You know, that's all I'm.
What Wednesday? Yeah, that's
just see what Wednesday bring. We'll just see what.
Well, that show will be nice. Yeah. All right, that's all I got on that on the recruiting thing. I'm just sitting back and waiting on Wednesday and trying to figure out what bowl we're gonna go through so I can go and get my stuff together. I got to call the Dallas, cancel my reservation at that hotel.
Here's what I'll say about the recruiting piece before you move on. Prime always has something up his on recruiting on early signing day. So if you see a kid that's supposed to commit to another school and he don't sign on Wednesday, and something about Colorado gets mentioned, it's pretty serious. So Coach Prime always got something up his sleeve. Stay tuned. We winding down on this class of 25 and moving to the class of 26. We already got what we want. There's a couple pieces out there that's left that we're trying to finish up and close down. But overall, when you look at this class, it's a hell of a job from this recruiting team. Because right now we're on that portal and go hit that portal. That's what we focus on right now.
Oh yeah. I heard, boy, from what I heard already. Most of got on. It's a done deal. But Coach Dre, I'm through with Colorado. You got anything on Colorado before I move on? You good? Yeah, both of y'all good. All right. Here we go, Coach Dre. Let's talk about your boy, Gus Malzahn. He resigned as the head coach of UCF and becoming the offensive coordinator at Florida State. Coach Dre, did you see this coming? Or did Coach Prime go down there and take all them folks from him and them fan base got on him? What happened, man? Tell me what happened. That thing hit me, man.
This been going on about 5 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks, and maybe a little bit before the season is what people don't understand. Some people feel like Gus didn't have the locker room. It's some things that had been said that probably shouldn't have been said, and we got people out here saying that this need to happen and that need to happen. And some things happened that made people realize that maybe Gus wasn't calling the shots. And then whatever happened on the sideline last week, that didn't help And so, and in Florida State, they got to do something. They look, boy, the University of Florida taking everything they got. They taking
Boy, I
everything they
definitely
got
say
in the
that,
cupboard.
man. I didn't want that dude kicking out he player, man.
They taking everything he got, and so now he's trying to get somebody who he can say is a genius at offense. In which don't get me wrong, I think Gus Malzahn is an offensive genius. I just don't know. I don't know if it's gonna help.
I think he's gonna pass the time, bro.
No, it ain't.
He should have only got that dude Willie Simmons.
Willie Simmons on people head coaching list. I think Willie Simmons will be a head coach before he go take an offensive coordinator job. He's on FA. I know for sure he's on FAU short list. He on UCF short list. Willie Simmons can come to any Florida school and turn it around because he has his roots here, and he can get recruits. He can get recruits into a school like FAU and UCF. If I'm FAU, I know they said that Ray Lewis they ain't interested, but that's a lie. I'd be calling them up tonight and offering them the job. But Gus, I mean, I don't know what they're doing. I didn't see that coming. I thought he was just gonna resign.
I didn't either, bro.
I thought he was just gonna resign and see and step away for a minute, going to be the offensive coordinator at Florida State, and they don't got nothing in the cupboard. I don't get it, because boy, the way they looked last night is horrible. And I don't know, bro. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. But I mean, power to him.
What's your take on it, Rob?
If you Florida State, you got to do something because you hurting in recruiting. And if you got an opportunity to coach to come be your offensive coordinator, just because he about to get fired, he just protecting his money. He still gonna get paid from UCL. You just a free paycheck to go to Florida State, right up the road, and possibly bring some of your recruits there to Florida State to help out the recruit. That's pretty much what I seen. When it first came down, I was like, yeah, I mean, you could see it a mile away it was coming, but hey, right now Florida owns Florida owns college football right now in the state of Florida right now. I don't care what nobody talking about. Miami, they in a world of trouble. They in a world of trouble.
Wow, man, that's crazy. Well, since let's talk about it, Coach Dre. Miami, man, what happened, bro? They were sitting on top of the world, man. First 7-8 games, bro. They were skated by 2 of those games still, but dog.
That's what I was finna
What happened
say.
to BYU? Teams like BYU. Everybody talking about we gave up our opportunity. When you look at BYU, they was in third. They lost a game. They lost their opportunity.
But again, the reason is that it ain't bad for BYU because they was picked to be at the bottom just like we was. It's bad for Miami. Miami was picked hands down unanimously to win the ACC. It wasn't even supposed to be close. It was supposed to be you could give Miami the ACC trophy at the beginning of the year. That's what everybody said. But when they should have lost that game on that last play when that boy caught that ball in the back of the end zone, Miami could honestly have 4 losses right now.
I know too.
And then Fran Brown, I told y'all, Fran Brown is a hell of a football coach. Fran Brown is a hell of a football coach. And then he came and got our guy Nick Williams. I love Coach Nick. And they turned Syracuse around. So I don't know if Miami went up thinking that Syracuse was gonna lay down or just give them the football game. But I think they jumped out to that 21-0 lead. I think they thought that Syracuse was gonna go away, or you know what I'm saying? Like coach was gonna call the dogs off and pull his boys out because Miami up 21-0. 21-0. It's over with. Fran Brown not built like that. He not built like that. And they came out and they punched Miami in the mouth. They punched Miami in the mouth. I don't know where you go from this. What you sitting there hoping is that you still get in the playoffs because you only got 2 losses. That's the only thing you can hope for right now. You only got 2 losses. You hoping they put you in the playoffs, because if they don't put you in the playoff, boy, crystal ball, you got some answering to do. Because they put all their money into this season. That was the point. Listen, y'all remember Cam Ward was gonna go to the NFL. They talked Cam Ward out of going to the NFL to come play for Miami.
Right.
To give him the money that he would have made in the NFL. They gave him the money to come to Miami. And he did what he was supposed to do. This ain't on Cam Ward. Cam Ward did everything he was supposed to do. But it's a few coaches that got decent records that, boy, they in the world of trouble. I don't get it.
Hey, Miami's in more world of trouble. They don't even got a quarterback for next year. It's all about to come unravel for Miami. Just because they put so much into the season that they thought the recruits would follow for everything they put into the season. They didn't have a defense all year, and what come back to bite them? They defense. That's just simple what it is. You can have all the offense in the world, but if you can't stop nobody, But BWatts, I told you this 2 weeks ago when everybody's like, "Oh, Miami making it to the playoffs." Said, "Hey, they got to play Syracuse now. It ain't gonna be what they think it's gonna be, and you got to go to Syracuse." But they all right.
Oh, they do.
Because I just what Syracuse been doing and what they've been building up there is just you seeing like, hey, listen, we can play with anybody. It's just can our quarterback just make enough plays to win us the game? That's it. That's the whole thing about Syracuse game plan was. Our deep keep us in the game, but can our quarterback that transferred from Ohio State, which we can get into that, who transferred from Ohio State to come there, right? Because they just threw him out the window, but I know they wish they had him now, but they threw him out there. Syracuse pick him up, and then guess what Syracuse do? Turn the season around. So I mean, what's going on, man? It's just it's the chaos. This is where you love watching college football because chaos is always gonna happen, and every time Colorado don't play, it's always more chaos. Just saying.
Yeah, I might have to agree with you on that. Let's look at I got 2 more things. That's it for me. Coach Dre, what's going on with Ohio State? Why they can't beat Michigan, man?
Cause Ryan, they don't know what he got. Don't know what he got going on. I mean, again, he another guy. They said you could give Ohio State the Big Ten trophy before the season. They in the playoffs. They spent all she said they spent all their money on. They brought Chip Kelly in here. He was supposed to be the offensive genius, do all this great stuff, and you get to the big. He can't beat them. He can't beat them, and this was their year to be down. If you couldn't beat Michigan this year. And so he another coach he's sitting at home this week hoping that he get in the playoffs. Because if Ohio State don't get in the playoffs,
well, they bought all of them players, boy.
I just don't see.
All right, listen, $20 million
$20
million plus roster to not make the playoffs.
And that's why. Hey, y'all remember people told us it's about the money. You gotta take the money. The money, boy. I told y'all it's not about the money. You better go where you gonna flourish, where you gonna get some coaching, you better go somewhere where you listen. They showing you it can't be about the money.
Hey, Jay.
No, it can't.
Jay, check this out. If you go out and spend $20 million and you can't win the game, then what are we talking about?
I mean, all you had to do was beat them. You in the Big Ten championship, and you automatically go into the playoffs. So now, here it goes. So now Penn State and Oregon go play in the Big Ten. They both getting in the playoff, right? Indiana only has 1 loss. Indiana gonna get in the playoff. So if they don't want to let another Big Ten team in, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, man.
So here's my biggest issue. Like when people talk about the money, right? You paying each and every one of these people so much amount of money, and you guarantee touches. That's why you can't call the game the way you want to call it, because you trying to satisfy this person, satisfy this person, satisfy this person. You can't satisfy everybody. Sometimes you got to go with what's going to help you win the game, and that's the problem that Ohio State's in right now. Is you paid all these players, and you making it about the money, and so now the tendencies come because I gotta be a star in my role because I'm getting X amount of dollars. Well, I need the ball, and guess what? Y'all got 2-star caliber running backs, high draft running backs, and you got to split them carries, and they not getting enough, right? So then you got them victim because they not getting enough carries. But then you got all these 5 receivers that ain't touching the ball that you done went out and paid for, and to seal it all and to make it all good into it, you got a quarterback that can't get the receivers the ball. And how can you, as a coach, hold these players accountable when these players are making more money than you? That's what seals it all up in the nut. These players are making more money than these coaches, and some of these coaches can't control what's going on in their room because everybody's being selfish. Just the bottom line to it.
It's crazy. Oh yeah. While I was watching the game, right, I heard this guy. I don't know how true it is. I don't like repeating stuff, but it ain't true. I think Coach Ray, you hit on it in my chat, right? They said this year coming up, you got to get your roster down to 105, and I think you can't have no walk on. I think this guy said it over there. Booker was on. He said that. Is that true?
Hey, listen, we've been telling you this for the last couple of weeks. It's facts.
So told me that. I heard that.
No. What I'm saying to you,
you got to get it down to 100. You got to get it down to 105, and everybody got to be on scholarship. So it's like what they doing is
that's what he said on TV.
They trying to take
what?
Yeah, they trying to take away the because the kids are making money. They trying to take away you having kids. You having 5-star kids that's not on scholarship. So what's happening is, I want to say maybe a year or so ago, a game they did a story on a kid from Central. I want to say it was Eastern Michigan or Central Michigan, and the kid was on scholarship, but he had a teammate that was a walk-on. This kid had to work and play football. He was a starter on the offensive line, but he wasn't on scholarship because they didn't have enough scholarships. So what the boy did was he gave the boy his scholarship because him and his parents could pay for him to go to school. So something that was unbeknownst to some people was some of these kids that have the money and their parents can pay for them to go to school. They'll pay for themselves to go to school so that the coach can have extra scholarships to go get other guys. So the NCAA is stating that, hey, we don't want that. So to make it look like everybody even, everybody on scholarship. Because what they don't want to do, okay, like Florida right now. Cremani McClain is quote unquote a walk-on.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe he'll walk on, I got some swampland down here to sell you. Right? But that's the way they put it, as in he's not on scholarship, that he's a walk-on. So they're trying to stop all of that from going on. So that's the biggest reason why they're doing it. But this the thing, BWatts, it's some schools that's saying that they gonna buck the system and make the NCAA sue them. Because a place like Texas, a place like Oregon, they carry anywhere from 140.
I know.
To 150 kids. So it's like 30 kids, it's a bunch of kids you got to kick off. So some of these schools, they've been asking them to go to like 115 to 110. And the NCAA sticking with the 105. So some of these schools might try to
you can't hide them now.
Try to keep about 110 to 115 on their roster. But this the biggest thing is Coach Prime been doing this. Coach Prime been working on this. He been keeping his roster down. Me and Rob kind of counted it today looking at it. I think we at like 90 kids, some stuff like that, with everybody that's leaving and the kids that we know coming in, we like at 90-something scholarship ball players. You get what I'm saying? So Coach Prime has been prepared for this for a long time. I think he knew something was coming down the pipeline because, like I said, they always trying to stop. Once these kids start making money, the NCAA was trying to find a way to stop them from hiding it, because once they're making money, these kids can pay for themselves to go to school. These big-time players that's on the NIL money or getting the endorsement money, they can pay for themselves to go to school, and that leave a scholarship for another big time, for you to be able to get another big-time football player. So that's all they're trying to cut out.
Well, here's the biggest piece that a lot of people forget about. The biggest piece that a lot of people forget about in this whole situation is revenue sharing is about to start in about a season. It's one more season. Revenue sharing is going to start. So the reason why they came up with this 105 number is because now the players get a percentage of that money. So you can't pay 160 players. And if you're saying the cutoff is 105, anybody that's above 105 don't get none of that money. So just cut the roster to 105. So those are the kids that's in the revenue sharing, that's only if they get a piece of the pie. And so what they're really trying to do is anybody that's getting a revenue share from the NCAA, the NCAA is trying to show how many players can get it on a roster so they don't got to overpay. So they keep money in their pocket. And so that's why you're starting to see this reform. And so this season is going to be the most chaotic all season. That's why you see a lot of kids decommitted from schools right now with 3 days, technically 4 days until signing day, 3.5, 4 days. That's why you see a lot of kids decommit, because so many of these teams are over the limit. And so what you might see right now is, say like if you're a school like Texas, keep taking what we already said we was going to take. We going to get people through winter workouts, go through spring, and then we know we got to cut through spring. So then you're going to see a big, tremendous cut in kids come to springtime. And it's going to be all hell to pay the captain. And so some teams going to get ahead of it and do it in the winter. Some teams in the spring to get it. But here's the thing about this whole situation. Even though everybody has to be on scholarship, the whole 105, you can make scholarships into partials. And this is how the SEC schools going to try to get over. They're going to try to get to 85 scholarship to 90 scholarship players. And then they're going to start using scholarships. So then you get 2 for 1. So then technically they got 115 players, but they only got 105 on scholarship. Basically because you can give a half or a partial scholarship and then not be a full scholarship. So there's ways that people are going to try to gray area this whole thing to the 105 number. You're not going to see these teams with 140, 150, 160 kids. Because when you look at a lot of these home games, you see all them players that be standing on the sideline, and then you see the visitor side, and ain't that many players. You're like, man, what's going on here? You can't hire nobody now. So this offseason is going to be the most wildest offseason. You're going to see big names, average names. You're going to see kids that should have been playing, that ain't been playing, that's been sitting on these people's rosters. Because now you can't say, oh, man, I was in the national championship for Georgia and I ain't play. Nah, you got to go somewhere and play now. But it's also going to help the G5 schools. It's going to help the HBCUs. It's going to help the lower level. No, that's facts. That's 150 kids.
Hey, when we talk, they not. When we talk about that, that's the first team I thought about. When I looked at the crowd, I said, I'm looking on TV. I said, like they had 200 people on the sideline. But hey, I got one more thing before I get out this thing. Juju. Let's talk about the Juju coming to town. I said last Monday, and I'm gonna bring it up again this Monday once I talk to Neil again. But if y'all thought Shedeur and Travis was all that up there, well, y'all wait till Juju get the time. Man, when I was up there, that's all they were talking about. They gonna eat Juju up there. He gonna be a $5 to $10 million player up there in first year. Coach Dre. They gonna eat him up. He looked like them.
I mean,
them NIL deals, he gonna load up, bro.
No doubt.
The question is, what impact you think Juju gonna make on Colorado and the community over there?
He a great kid. He a silent assassin. He don't talk much, but he's also been groomed for this. He been living in this type of shadow for a long time. He ain't new to this. He's new to this. When you walk in as a true freshman and start on varsity, that as I think Juju was 13. He was 13 starting on varsity, but just turning 14. He ready. He handpicked by these guys. He gonna get to sit down and talk with Shedeur, pick Shedeur mindset, pick his brain, understand what it is to be a Colorado Buffalo. And in 3 years, I expect him to be another #1 draft pick. That's just what I see from the kid. He's poised in the pocket. He steps up. And again, the thing you're gonna see a little different. I hear everybody getting upset with the play calling. They're getting upset with Pat Shermer. Well, Pat Shermer has said it. Shedeur has said, I have the green light to run what I want to run. I'm running the plays I like. That's what I'm doing. Well, that's not going to be the case next year. Whatever Pat Shermer said that control of the offense until maybe his senior year, his junior year. But I just expect him to come in and just take over where Shedeur left off. When you see Shedeur handing Juju the keys, that lets you know that he believes in this young man's talent and what he can do. All this dropping Juju down all of a sudden that he ain't saying he not the best quarterback in the country. That's just because he going to Deion Sanders and you don't want Deion Sanders to have the best quarterback in the country. There's no knock on Bryce Underwood because I think Bryce Underwood is a hell of a ball player and a good kid.
Yeah.
But Juju gonna come to town and he gonna just be a likable kid. He coachable. And he not looking for the spotlight like that. He just want to come in here and play football and do what's right. He's another kid that's got great upbringing. He's got a father that's gonna probably, like I said, I'm not gonna be surprised if his parents are not coming with him. And that's not. I heard somebody say, "Oh, need to let him go and no. This kid is gonna be 17 years old, and he gonna still need guidance. He gonna have the best guidance in the world with Coach Prime and those coaches. But like I said, I won't be surprised if his parents are there with him. But I just expect him to take over from where Shedeur Sanders left off. I know they're not just gonna hand it to him, people. So just don't think when Juju get here, he just gonna go out there with the ones, okay? He gonna have to earn it. He gonna have to show he deserve it, because that's just the way Coach Prime is. It's not because, that's what they do at Alabama. That's what they do it. Well, that ain't how Coach Prime do it. We gonna do it this way. He gonna have to come in here and earn him a spot. But I expect him to leave his legacy on the University of Colorado, just like Travis, just like Shedeur, just like Shiloh, just like all these other guys. When he leaves, he gonna be considered probably one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever come through the University of Colorado.
All right.
Yeah. So I expect when Juju comes in to follow Shedeur Sanders' motto, I expect him to come in a couple of weeks. As soon as the season finish up, after the state title game, man, get some days in with ball practices, and so he can get accommodated to what's going on, get through winter workouts, put some weight on in the off season, get stronger, and then get with select QB. In the wide receivers and go down and work out in facilities and train and do different things with select QB, and just have a great off season and then come back. Coach Dre hit it on the head. I do expect this offense to look completely different next year. With Juju, I don't expect him to be out there doing what Shedeur Sanders is doing and calling his own plays. But it's going to be a little bit more scripted. It's going to be more of a flow balance, more 50-50 or 55-40, 45 in that sense. pass the run. So I think you're going to see a lot of things change next year when it comes to this Colorado offense and the way we play. So get ready, buckle up. But one thing I always going to tell y'all, man, be patient with Juju. Please be patient. He's going to make mistakes. He's a true freshman, but he's seen all type of different coverages. He's seen everything. When you talk about getting in college and playing at Division I level, things going to come at you at a faster rate. So the defensive line is a lot faster.
All right. Well, you through. I don't know. It might went out or what. So, all right. Hey. Want to thank everybody for you watching Sports Talk with BWatts along with Raw Demand Media and Coach Drake tonight. Appreciate y'all for participating in the chat. And if you don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video if you don't mind. Also, tune in tomorrow night. I got my top 10 players that had a good performance on this past Saturday against Oklahoma State. I'm telling you, it's going to be a great show. Many of you are already on email me about the show. I appreciate that and everything. But also, Tuesday, I got JR and Mr. Steve Woodland. On Wednesday, I'll be back by myself. Thursday, Greg said it, and that'll be it for this week until next Sunday. We'll get ready for the last words. Go ahead and start it off, Rod, Drake, and we're in this thing.
I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Y'all know tomorrow we back at it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Y'all know our schedule on our end. We back at it. This week you're gonna see a lot of recruiting things going on, a lot of firing, a lot of hiring, a lot of player movement. So if anybody leaves, the University of Colorado unexpectedly or anything like that, don't get mad at the kid for whatever decision they make moving forward. They got to do what's best for them. Just know we in good hands. Whatever player might leave, whatever fan favorite you are to a player, and they might leave or come and go, just be prepared for it because it's going to happen. But don't think that we don't got a plan of somebody coming in for the future. So that's all we got, man. Appreciate you guys.
As always, we appreciate y'all coming through here every Sunday night, rocking with me and my brothers. Positive CU talk, always trying to be a blessing. Like I say, I'm just a nobody, trying to bless somebody, trying to put a smile on your face. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. I told you, man, forgive. That's my word. That's my word right now. Forgive people, not for them, but for yourself, because you blocking your blessings, holding on to all that hate and all that envy. So forgive people and move on with your life and make your life better. Always remember that after the dark, the daylight gonna come. After the dark, the sun will rise, and we got to get up and make it happen. So, like I say, we always appreciate y'all coming through. Like Rob say, we'll be on tomorrow. Y'all come through, check us out. We'll be, like I say, be more recruiting news, trying to figure out what's going on. The biggest thing is to these seniors, if you're listening, thank you. If nobody ever told you, thank you. You laid a heck of a foundation for the University of Colorado. Y'all stood up to Shedeur and Shiloh. What y'all did for y'all father should be applauded, because there's not a lot of kids that would have done that. Would have turned down to go to Power 5, to go to HBCU and turn the program around like y'all did at Jackson, and then follow them to Colorado and make them guide and make that program what it is today. They're standing on your shoulders. Never forget where you come from. Shedeur told y'all he gonna try everything he can to make the University of Colorado the best football team that he can. And like I always tell you guys, if you send those ships out, those ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Drake. That is my brother, Rob the Man, and that's my guy, BWatts. We'll see y'all next Sunday. God bless.
Hello, friends. I'm Bernard Watts of Sports Talk with BWatts by the digital airways of YouTube. I do a live show covering Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo college football team every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you would like to be a sponsor or if you would like to advertise during my broadcast, it's a 1-hour broadcast. All you got to do is just contact me, CBWatts, the number 1, at AOL.com. You can contact me also over there on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Contact me. Let me know if you would like to be a sponsor or advertise during my show. That's Sports Talk with BWatts by the digital airways of YouTube. I hope to hear from you real soon. God bless you.
First, I appreciate all y'all boys, my DVs, defense as a whole. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all don't know how much y'all mean to me personally, man, how much I talk about y'all guys. And just go out here and leave it out on the line every day, man. Leave it out on the line every day from now on in your life, bro. Every practice, every meeting, everything. Because when you sit here in my spot, you can be able to live with yourself knowing that every day I came out, I did all I can do, or wherever the chips lay, they lay. And that's where I'm at right now. I've been emotional all week, for real, just because I know it's my last game with y'all boys and last game in college, so now I got to go into the real, you know what I'm saying, real world of things, how things really work on the business. And I just keep telling myself, like, ever since I walked on camp at 18, I put it all on the line. So, I mean, whatever God blessed me to do after this, it's all up to Him. I know I did everything I could do. So I feel like y'all should, everybody, that's a good feeling to have when you all done, you know, all you did, all you can do. So I just go hard, man. Let's put on for tomorrow and finish our season out strong.
Hey, seniors, proud of y'all. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Some of y'all, it hurts my heart to see that y'all are leaving. I mean, it truly got me emotional for the game because I can't fathom not going out there in that stadium without y'all because of how much y'all mean to me and how much y'all mean to this program. Y'all help shape what we have now is a real Buff Nation.
Like the closing of the chapters. With my kids, yeah, certainly. I don't think it's the closing. It's just different levels to this thing. Although I'm 100% sure that I'm not going to be their coach next year, I'm still going to have influence on their lives because I'm their father. So, you know, I play 2 roles in their lives. And just so happens when I'm on the field, I'm not dad, I'm coach. So, off the field, that's when I become dad, so I'm still going to play those roles. I'm proud of them, man.
And finally, a quarterback from Dallas, Texas, number 2, Shedeur Sanders. And the safety, number 21, Shedeur Sanders. Joined by Deion. Joined today by Kendra Charles and Kendrick Lewis. An offensive lineman from Dallas, Texas, number 70, Wyatt Hummel. Joined on the field by Cassidy Houston and Ford Hummel, along with Alexis Madorma. Next up, a safety from Greenville, Florida, number 4.
Early signing day is a week away. Just, is there anything that you can share with us about that?
We're going to be straight. We got what we want. You know, we don't take a lot of high school players, and the ones that we take, we want them to play immediately. We want them to produce, be productive. Best thing about it, we go into a bowl, they get to practice with us in the bowl game. So they get to get an early start and get here, and we can see what they're working with. So we're excited about that. But you know we're going to hit that portal like it hadn't been hit before. You know that. That's what we do. And we have certain positions we know everything we want. We know what we're going to get. Of course, we hadn't spoken to all the guys that are probably going to jump in the portal, but we're going to do some good things and replace some players that pretty much are darn irreplaceable. You know, what are you going to get for Travis and a Shedeur? You're going to try your best to. May take 2 players of each. You may get 4 guys just to handle with those 2. And we have some great, Cam and Shedeur. So we got some great players. And Wester and Will Shepard. It's some wonderful talent that's walking out that door. But we plan on bringing some tremendous talent, as we did last year. Do you know how much fun we have, man? Do you understand that when we're on offense, I'm watching my son? When we're on defense, I'm watching my son. Then my son is watching my sons. Yes. I can't have a bad day because I'm surrounded by family. This is a father's dream. Look at me, man. Do I look like I subscribe to pressure, or do I look like I apply it? We apply pressure. We don't subscribe to it.
Coach Prime has done it again. He got another top high school recruit, Julian Lewis, to commit to Colorado Buffalo football team for 2025. Let's check out his track record. Coach Prime is the #1 high school recruiting coach in college football. He got Travis Hummel to commit to him to go to Jackson State. Then he turned around and got Kamani McClain, the #1 recruit from Florida, to commit to Colorado 2 years ago. Now, check this out. Last year, he got Jordan C., the #1 offensive tackle, to commit to Colorado last year. Well, he's done it again. He has gotten Julian Lewis, the #1 quarterback in 2025, to commit to come to Colorado Buffalo this year.
I just want to tell everybody, we get a lot of flack about me being in the portal and all right now. We've got 3 freshmen on offense that's contributing. We got Jordan Seaton, Michael Welch, and Draylon Miller. So don't let anybody out there tell you we're not recruiting high school players. We're recruiting elite high school players to come here because we're looking for guys that can play immediately. We're not looking for guys to come here in red shirt and sit on the bench and play. We're looking for guys to come here and play now.
Go plus. Hey, watching Sports Talk with BWatts. I'm your boy Bernard Watts, live right here in Boulder, Colorado. Getting ready to watch Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. Yeah, let's go Buff.
Man, I'm here with Mr. BWatts. He came out here to catch the Colorado Buffaloes. We ain't gonna talk about the top 10, but shout out Raw, the man, the media, and Coach Dre, man. Let's go Buff.
Let's go Buff. They got different characters on this team, and that's why they are must-see TV.